Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0096 indicates an issue with the intake air temperature IAT sensor 2, specifically relating to its circuit range or performance. In vehicles like the Honda CRV from 2017 to 2022, the IAT sensor is crucial for monitoring the air temperature entering the engine, which aids in optimizing fuel injection and ignition timing. Located within the engine bay, this sensor plays an essential role in ensuring efficient engine performance by providing real-time temperature data to the Powertrain Control Module, PCM. When DTC P0096 is triggered, the vehicle may experience issues like poor fuel economy, rough idling, or increased emissions due to an incorrect fuel mixture. Accurate diagnosis and repair are necessary to restore vehicle performance and compliance with emission standards. Understanding the specific nature of this DTC will help in effectively identifying and resolving the underlying issue. DTC P0096 specifies a circuit range or performance problem with the intake air temperature IAT sensor 2. This sensor is typically located in the engine bay, where it directly interacts with the incoming air charged into the engine. The IAT sensor measures the temperature of air as it enters, providing essential data that influences various engine functions, such as fuel mixture and ignition timing. When the sensor works correctly, it helps ensure optimal performance by allowing the PCM to adjust engine parameters based on the temperature readings. If the IAT sensor fails or provides inaccurate readings, it can lead to performance issues, inefficient fuel consumption, and elevated emissions. Therefore, understanding the roles and locations of these components, as well as their function, is crucial for diagnosing the problem associated with DTC P0096. Several potential causes may trigger DTC P0096, each requiring careful examination. Firstly, poor electrical connections could disrupt the communication between the IAT sensor and the PCM, leading to erroneous readings. Loose terminals can similarly result in unstable connections, causing fluctuations in sensor performance. A faulty IAT sensor itself may fail to provide accurate data, which is critical for engine management. Additionally, damaged wiring could prevent the sensor from functioning correctly, creating an unstable circuit or shorting the system. Before beginning any repairs, it's essential to evaluate these aspects to determine the root cause of the performance issue signaled by DTC P0096. The symptoms associated with DTC P0096 can significantly affect vehicle performance. Drivers may notice poor fuel efficiency, as an incorrect air-fuel mixture can lead to extra fuel consumption. A rough engine idle is another common symptom, which can stem from inconsistent air temperature readings affecting combustion stability. Additionally, higher emissions may occur due to the improper combustion process, potentially leading to failed emissions tests. The check engine light will also illuminate, serving as a key indicator of performance issues that need addressing. Recognizing these symptoms not only helps in quickly identifying the issue, but also emphasizes the importance of resolving DTC P0096 to restore optimal vehicle functionality. The first troubleshooting step for DTC P0096 involves conducting a visual inspection of the various connectors associated with the IAT sensor. This includes checking for poor connections or loose terminals on connectors related to the engine coolant temperature (ECT) sensors and the mass airflow (MAF) sensor, as well as the two IAT sensors. Ensuring that all connections are secure and intact is crucial, because any disconnection or corrosion can lead to improper readings. If the connectors are found to be in good condition and all terminals are secure, you can proceed to the next step in the troubleshooting process. However, if loose connections or corrosion are discovered, then repairing or replacing these connectors may resolve the issue immediately. The second troubleshooting step requires a performance check of the IAT sensor 2 under low temperature conditions. Begin by removing the IAT sensor 2 from its location, allowing it to cool to the ambient temperature to ensure accurate readings. It's also important to note this ambient temperature for comparison later. After that, reconnect the IAT sensor 2 to its 2P connector without reinstalling it back into the vehicle. With the vehicle in the on mode, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System HDS to check the value of IAT sensor 2. A critical part of this process is comparing the recorded value of IAT sensor 2 to the ambient temperature. If the difference exceeds 5.4 degrees Fahrenheit or 3 degrees Celsius, it indicates a problem with the sensor, necessitating its replacement. In the third step of troubleshooting DTC P0096, focus shifts to evaluating IAT sensor 2 under high temperature conditions. The vehicle should be turned off first to ensure safety. Afterward, the IAT sensor 2 connector must be disconnected to prepare it for the test. Using a heat gun, apply hot air to the sensor for several seconds, taking care not to overheat it, as doing so could damage the device. Once heated, reconnect the IAT sensor 2 to its 2P connector, but do not reinstall it. Turning the vehicle back to the on mode allows you to check the readings in the HDS again. If IAT sensor 2 shows an increase of 76 degrees Fahrenheit or 42 degrees Celsius or more, this indicates an intermittent issue, meaning the system may operate correctly at that moment, but suggests further checks for poor connections at both the IAT sensor and PCM. Conversely, if the reading does not change as expected, replacement of the IAT sensor 2 is necessary. After completing repairs related to DTC P0096, proper verification is essential to ensure that the issues have been fully resolved. Begin by confirming the installation of the IAT sensor 2 and all associated connectors. It's critical to ensure that everything is connected securely to prevent future problems. After double-checking the installation, use diagnostic equipment to clear the DTC from the vehicle system. A crucial next step is to perform a test drive under varying conditions to validate that the vehicle operates correctly and that no warnings are present on the dashboard. Observing that the check engine light does not reappear and that the vehicle performs as expected indicates that the repair was successful. Preventive maintenance is fundamental in avoiding issues like DTC P0096 in the future. Regularly scheduled checks of all connectors associated with the IAT sensor and other engine management sensors can help catch issues before they escalate. Inspecting the sensor and the associated wiring for any signs of wear, damage, or corrosion is crucial. Keeping connectors clean and free from debris or moisture can significantly improve their longevity and operational reliability. Educating vehicle owners about the importance of these inspections and encouraging them to address any anomalies swiftly will contribute to long-term vehicle performance and efficiency. An ongoing preventive strategy is always more effective than reactive repairs. In summary, addressing DTC P0096 involves understanding the critical role of the intake air temperature sensor and how it integrates with the overall engine management system. Accurate inspection of connectors, terminals, and wiring cannot be overstated since these are often the sources of issues that trigger this DTC. Following the structured troubleshooting steps makes it easier to diagnose and resolve the underlying problems effectively. Whether it leads to repairing existing parts or replacing faulty sensors, thorough attention to detail during the repair process is paramount. Lastly, ongoing preventive maintenance practices will help ensure the vehicle remains in optimal working condition, minimizing the chances of future errors related to the IAT sensor. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.